Hello, folks. Welcome back for another enticing episode of Schwaaard's Journey to Legendary. After our grueling ordeal yesterday, I felt like I needed to heal, and so I figured I would play the 2-year health deck. Yes, I know we're not healing, we're draining, but it is healing my face, and that's kind of what I need. It's metaphorical. Just roll with me on this one. So here we go. I have made some slight changes to it through an AREN, took out a couple cards, put a couple cards in. It's not vastly different from what I ran 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe more than that. But it's pretty darn close. But it also did okay. I don't know that it's going to do amazing, but we are going to put it through its paces and see what we can come up with. And I decided yesterday. Ultimately, I decided that that it's better to lose when you can learn something or be reminded of a key point than just to lose to a crap prophecy. So for those of you who watched the game yesterday, you probably don't remember it, but I was just mulling it over. I'm pretty sure Ayala, when she is summoned, much like what's her face? How can I not remember her name now? The 6-cost 1/1 that does the shooting thing too. The lethal.
Come on then, entertain me.
I mean, what is her name? Anyway, like many other summons, that I think she could ping face. And since, if you remember, we were 1 point of damage off when we hit that prophecy in the game. That's good. What I failed to consider in my brain, we were 2 points off of lethal. Ew. Get her off the board. You ruined a game last time. I don't like you. I forgot that by breaking the second to last rune, the 4th rune, we were going to... Ooh, okay. Starting off pretty intense here, but certainly not without... Well... Yeah, I actually can't really do much at the moment. Oh, yes, this is going to be nice next turn. If she survives. But she won't survive, so... Why would I say something like that? Of course. That was just silly. But it can get bigger next turn. If it survives. I forgot we are playing against a controller. Even though Fifth Legion. Okay, there we go. Good. This is, I think I referred to this game before. It's where you start realizing that they're going to have all the answers, and so you wonder why you keep playing, but you do anyway. Let's see here. We're gonna let him break a rune or two. Although I do not suspect that this is going to last on the board. He's going to heal up. Yay. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm now going to be allowed to play. That's just the way the game is going to go. Which is fantastic.
Standing by.
Scrumptious.
Never gets old, game. Never gets old. I do so enjoy not being able to play. All right. But anyway, so we did have... So I thought we were 2 off, but breaking that rune, we would give our I mean, that was kind of stupid, but I do want the card draw, and that's fine because it's going to eat 1 here.
Close the formation. Soldiers, form up.
Wow. All right. So yeah.
The 9 inspire us. Careful there.
Again, do I expect her to survive? No. Hopefully this trend will not continue for the whole day, but so far it seems to be mash removal. So yeah, so if I had calculated correctly, if I had thought about it more correctly, Ayala could have pinged for 1, we could have done everything else the exact same way, and we hit... Oh boy! Really, really, really,
Don't let 'em break our lines.
really bored right now.
Your coin or your life. Choose.
I mean, this is phenomenal.
There's always
Yeah.
my fight.
That's a way to start the day, isn't it? That's a way to start the day. You know what? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. Screw it. I don't expect any better from this game at this point. What was I gonna say? Right. So, but long story short, all of that out of the way. What I learned was I found lethal. I found I was gonna get lethal by squishing my sower, but I didn't have ideal lethal, which is at the very least skipping a final rune. And so I think it's just it was a good reminder that to do that, to go, okay, I like always look for lethal, look for a way to look for answers and solutions and all that.
Greetings.
But no matter what, also give some extra thought and just really try to calculate things out. Like I wasn't bothering to sort all that out. I wasn't really thinking about all of that. So it was just.
Favor me.
Let's go ahead and do
Watch
this.
yourself now.
I just kind of went through because I had my plan. I had my answer.
will keep
And so I just stopped there, and that wasn't a great idea.
Your blood will spill.
Where do I want to put her? I'll put her over here.
Speak, citizen.
Let's see if we can't get our green touch Spriggan.
Repel the
My
outlanders.
paws are quicker than your
Okay.
eyes. Face me, you dog! Ita Oreo.
All right. She survives that exchange, but I don't want her to continue to survive that exchange if I can help it. Don't know if I can help it, but I'm going to try to help it.
Too slow. The hist shall heal you.
That works for me, so you are going to go face. That's okay. That is acceptable. I mean, not really, but I don't have much of a choice now, do I? Ooh. Next turn.
Taste of Lord
Behold, my green touch Spriggan grows! I smell removal. Do you smell removal? Oh, I smell removal. Okay, well, just as good. Actually, that works out well. Which can't stand. Oh, of course not. All right, so looking for. Ooh, no. We're
Hold the
gonna
line.
do that. We'll do this. We'll do this. And of course, prophecy. Well done, prophecy. It's good to see you. I hadn't had to think about you for 12 hours at least. That will allow you to trade. That's just good news. That's good news.
Ita. I smell the stench of the living.
So, an intriguing thought has come across my brain, but I can't do those, so why must I choose? I don't really need the drain from her at the moment. I'll tell you what, let's see what this does, because if we can get like Leaf Water Blessing or something. Okay, well, that sucks.
You fight like a child. not to be
Well, we're gonna get some. I know, Denise. I know your fingers are itchy right now. All these supports here, but you know what? That's how this deck works. I'm trying to find value in healing. Okay, I'm trying to make healing a viable thing as an offensive and defensive weapon. Yes, yes. Oh, really? Really? Okay, well. I'm trying to think. No, of course we don't have support removal in this deck, so that's going to stick. And, yeah, anybody want to take a guess on whether it's going to screw us over or not? Oh, this gets so old. So old. All right. Do we have it? Have we played an action? I think no. We've got some actions. We've got lightning bolts and piercing javelins and things of that nature, but yeah, we haven't drawn any. So, oh no, wait, leaf water blessing. Oh, for crying out loud. Are we going to do this whole Alduin destroys the whole thing? No? My enthusiasm is dwindling.
I will keep Sothasil's people alive.
Quite significantly.
I'll fight to my last breath.
Pulls her out so you can play her again.
I will keep Sothasil's people alive.
Alright, so... Is there a way... I know when I play her, it's
The rightful ruler
we're screwed.
has arrived.
Because she's gonna... Oh, I do have some of that. Does this give me... It does give me 1+1. Oh,
A fine battle.
I'm not doing the one OTK here, fella. Don't worry about it. Unless they know something I don't know. And it's gonna kill her. Oh no! Oh my gosh!
The battle is yours.
Did they... They must think that I was gonna be doing the OTK. Because I know that's a factor in there. I know Buffalo, I think it was you, or maybe it was Joseph. Somebody who knows the game better than I do knows how to pull that off. But as I recall, it requires you having an entire... Like, yeah, your hand has to be full. Yeah, I don't know. And you have to have leaf water. Like, you should have 3 copies in your... I don't know. It requires a bunch of stuff. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to OTK anybody. It was a very long... When I saw it executed, it's a very long and very boring death by 1,000 cuts that I have no interest in doing. But hey, I guess either they know something I don't know in terms of how easy it is to pull off. I don't know, because I don't think I very much doubted, based on what they were putting into their deck, what they had coming down later, that we were going to win that. So, I don't know, maybe it was just... I have no clue. I have no explanation for it, but I'm not going to complain, because I feel like I've already started doing that enough already. I just, it doesn't take a lot to kind of set you going.
Hail,
Really?
friend.
But I did decide, after everything,
Friend.
I was able to remember, or to have this lesson about finding the best lethal forward, taking the time to do the math, doing the math correctly, things of that nature.
There's a plan. There's always
And that,
a plan.
I've decided that is preferable to simply losing to a bolt prophecy that you couldn't avoid or do anything about, because you can't do anything with that knowledge. Like, it's like, don't make a mistake. Like, when a coach would yell at a player, you made a stupid mistake. The player's like, I know I made a stupid mistake. It's a mistake. Like, it's not something I was planning on doing. Oh. That's all right. I think that's as much as I wouldn't mind it hitting my face, I feel like that's the...
From their blood.
Preparations.
Like they got an answer for him. I know this is better use of the magicka, but he's a little less directly involved. No, my friend. No, I do not have... Alright, I'm going to put her down there because I want Green Touch Spriggan to get some action next turn.
The Hist revives.
Alright, so I have a choice. Do I... No, I can't sacrifice her because that would just be silly. I could do Hive Defender, but she's still... Oh, I hate this. The good news is, though, that puts it in their brain, oh, he's got that card. Now I got to figure out how to play against that card, right? Now I have to worry about that card coming into play in the future. Mind games.
Your destruction is at hand.
Cool Fire Bloom? No? Okay. So that makes me want to shout. You know, throw my head up and shout. Come on now. You know what, though? Green Touch is going to get a lot bigger with her on the board.
The 9 inspires.
Do this. It may wipe out. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's exactly where we wanted to go. So barring... Oh, 8 cost? What is this horrible thing? I'm going to have to Piercing Javelin it, most
I have
likely.
many important things
Yep.
on my mind.
Yes, because God forbid I'm actually able to do something that I want to do. Although, you know what? Let's see if we can't force a little removal here. Although if they resurrect, or they do some shenanigans with him, you'd never really want Aunt Connor to stick. I just thought about that now. More than likely, they've got a way to trigger him a second time, and I'm going to have to... No? Okay.
We'll see about this.
So, unfortunately, it doesn't make her any stronger there, so I can play...
Ita Oreo.
My power is not to be underestimated.
Let's see. Okay, that doesn't earn us a prophecy. That's cool. Alright. She had her one turn of glory. I don't expect that she's going to last past this turn. Okay. I think that's a very sad the 5/5 that you just played, whatever that thing is, it gives you a discounted card. I feel that's an unfortunate thing. And there we go with the Sorcerer's Negation. And I was like, well, I can buff her up with Mentor's Ring, but she has no keywords anymore.
As long as you're here, try to be useful.
Guessing. Ooh. Alright, they do have support removal, but this is just going to be too fun. They start these shenanigans. Gotta have fun, right? Kapow! Kapow! And kapow! Fire away, beautiful Ring of Namir, before Shadowfen comes down to remove you from play. Gosh, we got so much health and running low on the cards. Opponent has quite a few. I can feel... Okay. You know, when I run a deck like this, my hope is to come across the... There we go. There we go. And I got nothing to play next turn. Well, I mean, I guess I could... Yeah, fine. Yeah, so when you run a deck like this, you're hoping to get...
Nice try. Care to go again?
You know, some of those...
I'll learn this spell yet.
So with conscription, I guess? I'm guessing is what you're holding.
See you in the next.
Mother of
But yeah, you're hoping to come across like aggro decks or something, not... I got no play. Go for it, buddy. You wanted the board, you got the board, do your stuff. I'm just going to chill.
rise, my
And wait for...
You cannot hide.
Nice. I do love play with yourself decks. They are a lot of fun.
My sword hand itches.
This one is far
There you
too
go.
sleek for his opponents.
This has admittedly become a mirthless affair. I apologize. I thought... I don't know what I thought.
By the Lord, Mother in
Like I'm just coming across a bunch of really just grueling, cumbersome...
You'll not be rid of me
decks.
that easily.
Like seriously, can I play the game? This is like Buffalo. You'll appreciate this reference. The Buffalo Bills against the Giants. Well, maybe you won't appreciate this. The whole way the Giants won was just they just kept they just stayed on the clock. They ran at the clock. Or they didn't run it. I mean, their time of possession was ridiculous compared to.
For the main.
The Giants. The Giants kept the ball on the ground, and
See you in the next.
yeah. So their offense. I think Jim Kelly said they were off the field for like, including halftime, like almost 2 hours or something, and so they kind of got a little.
I will not be on the wrong side of this.
What do you? Oh,
They cannot hope to outwit me.
like, I'm sorry, folks. Like, I really just don't want to. I don't care about this game anymore. Not like Tessel, but like this playing thing. I'm just.
As long as you're here,
I'm very
try to be
bored.
useful.
Behold my power.
All too simple.
Die like a dog.
And the only thing I can say is, hey, at least my opponent's pretty much out of cards at this point, but that's small consolation. Tell you what I'm going to do, though, because I want to get my kills in. I'm going to take that away from you, so we don't have to kill you, so that we can kill other things.
Dark moons.
Like that. And like that, I guess. We get our value out of it. As we Sure.
What color of cowardly love defeated?
Serve a fine feast.
Careful, you're almost gonna break a rune, and that's not what you want to do, right?
I have no end of surprises.
Wow.
I learned.
So now they're gonna go for it because they've got all this stuff. All right, yeah, we're done. I'm just tired of this game. So
My fight is done.
like. Seriously, I'm not going to use the word that I want to use for decks like that, but like you're literally playing with yourself, so I'm guessing you can figure out what terms I would use, or the term I'm thinking of for people who play with themselves, but that's no fun for anybody. Except for them, of course, which is fine. But I just don't want to waste any more time with it. So yeah, it's been a rough couple days, huh? I'm not sure what the answer is. Yeah, because I was fine. Like I said, I'd come to peace with what happened yesterday. I think there were two. Well, there was one for sure that I let slip through my fingers. But I mean, they were all close. But anyway, I was like, okay, yesterday's fine. Today we're going to start something a little different. And again, it's not losing; it's how you lose. And yeah, it's just it's been a grindy way to lose. And I know, Denise, you mentioned in the comments, I haven't had a chance to respond or anything yet, but you know, when the deck goes cold, like switching to something else. And it's crazy because at first I was like, I mean, is that really a thing? But people talk about that in gambling all the time. Now, I don't particularly gamble. I did place one bet. I go with a group of friends to Vegas. Not every year, but almost every year. It's his birthday / the Super Bowl. Like, those happen to coincide most years. And so we...
Hail, friend.
So we do this, and I've probably done it 4 times. It's just a great group of friends. We just get together and... tell you what, let's get this party started here. If we can. Oh yes, they're at least one turn off of the support killer. So we are gonna get some value out of it. Dag nabbit. But even in those games, so yeah, I did it once, and just to say I did it in Vegas, but I just don't personally find that incredibly pleasurable. Yes. Well, all right. So, yeah, let's just do this. I don't need the. Although, yeah, now we get a favorable trade, and we create another little guy, little puppers there. How? It's odd, but so familiar. So, but my point being, in gambling circles, I have heard the term that the table has gone cold. And so it's a thing. It's a thing that luck or statistics or whatever it is that you hit, you're going to hit a dry patch, or you can hit a dry patch. So it's good advice. Like, I think you're absolutely right.
The 9 inspire us.
At the same time, I am kind of like, I do want to, test out decks, because what I found, like for this deck in particular, well, I can't remember if it was this one. When I've played, like, I'll play it a little bit, and then if it starts going cold, I stop. For one, I'm trying to really forge that perseverance, although it could be considered bullheaded in circumstances like this. But also to see, okay, how is it going to do? But I guess you can't really get an accurate measurement if it's gone cold. If it's gone cold, any deck is going to get rocked by anybody who's playing anything worth a darn. So, I don't know. It's a big mess right now. That's all I'm saying. It's a big mess. I'm a little cranky right now, thanks to, 3 games being just like... That's the best nonverbal way I can give it. That's how it's felt so far today. Even the one we won, that was a... That was just like a gift. I like I said, I think our opponent maybe assumed we had something, or we're going to do something that we didn't do, or maybe just my reputation preceded me. They didn't. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why that took so long. Seems to be. Oh, I guess we were there questioning whether to take this out or. I can do that. Yeah.
Careful there, friend.
And right now, I'm not terribly disposed to breaking a rune. Not just yet. I'm not entirely sure what we're up against, really. I probably should. We spent a lot of guards. Okay, well, that's not a guard. And as many people have pointed out, as I used to say all the time. Well, not all the time, but I used to... Oh, that's so juicy. All right, tell you what. I'm going to hit face because I want to see if I can... what do people say? Like they're just like trying to draw out a prophecy or something. But no, if she can stick... Why do I even condition it with that? Of course she's not going to. I've got a support that favors draw. She's the only one on the creature that creature on the board that draws. If they have mass removal or focused removal, she's the one who's going to eat it. That's just the way of things. So if in any of these 52 cards that my opponent has, they have a way to remove her, they shall. Whew. They are ramping up to something. Clearly, I mean, we don't have to worry about New Era, but there are plenty of cards other than New Era. Alright, so my question is, maybe I should say that for turn 10? I don't know.
Your blood will spill.
Alright, so if I play it now, he comes down next turn and does some stuff. But the... Let's do that.
A taste of Lord
Let's do that.
My power is
Because
not
if... Well, again, I'm a little concerned about Immolating Blast at this point. But... Or Dawn's Wrath, actually. But if our... I'm going to stop saying if. That's just... Stop that, Jesse. Stop it. Focus on what is here and now. And what is here and now is an opponent with a lot of cards in hand. So I will just simply speak in the meantime. So yeah. But the suspense is killing me. Is it killing you? It's killing me. Oof. Okay, I say oof, but I'm actually very grateful that that's the card right now. As I have no match removal, I'm just hoping a big creature, you know, a Night Talon Lord. Although they're not, he's a 9 cost, I think. Don't highlight him. You leave him alone. He's cool. Oh, you jerk face. All right. I mean, here's the thing. We can only hit for, what is that, 6, 9? Puts him down to 11. And we pretty much lose everything. So I'd rather do that. This doesn't.
A taste of Lord Dagon.
Okay.
I will have your head.
Alright. So now we do have a small army of four-legged friends. And we do have 1, 2, 3, 6 damage via Ring of Namir. No, what am I thinking? That's like, oh, for crying out loud. No way to kill it. So, I don't know how well this is going to go. Oh, wait, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. But that's 13, so I can't do that, unfortunately. Alright, so.
Preparations have been made.
Let us see how this is going to conclude. I could see it going very well in the next turn, or it could go very poorly.
Your storm is no match for
We're gonna go with really poorly. Yeah. Gonna go with poorly. Because they pretty much have lethal next turn. Well, not really. We've got a few turns left. But once again, Ring of Namira is dead in our hand, unless we draw into another bat or some other such creature. Although, no, we need to break that last rune to get anything out of Ultimate Heist.
I will keep.
But if we have no other card, we may just play that out. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to play that out because otherwise, I mean, well, no, I mean we pretty much lost at this point anyway. Yet again. Too little, too late. Is that lethal next turn? 9, 19. Yeah, but screw it.
They won't get past me.
Why not? I mean, if we get a javelin, you could still pull it out. I'm very, very strongly trying to condition myself to stick it out against the control. But I guarantee I would be very surprised if they actually. Well, no, I guess they don't because I've healed for a bunch. So they're going to remove Ring of Namira. They're going to remove whatever. Anyway, trying to think of something else to talk about other than the game because the game is not worth talking about right now. And you have the resurrection? I mean, like, why do I bother? Why do I bother? This is so... Oh my gosh, this is just... Oh, this is painful. This is painful. Not gonna lie. Not gonna get upset. Not gonna lose my cool. But like, yeah, I just... this is literally... I can hear the game saying, stop playing, dude. Stop playing. I'm not going to let you do a damn thing. Like, you are just going to be miserably outdrawn continuously by your opponent who's going to get all the ridiculous things they need, and they're going to just dick with you for 20 minutes, and unless you concede, they'll dick with you for another hour because they've got nothing better to do with their time. So, okay, I said I wasn't going to get angry, but I got angry. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. That's where I'm at right now. It's where I'm at, trying to bite it down, whatever. It's obnoxious. 2 days in a row, it's obnoxious. That's all I'm going to say. No, it's not all I'm going to say. I'm going to say a lot more. I'm going to go on a rant. I'm going to go to tirade against this game right now because this game is acting like a spoiled, stupid, moronic child. I'm not. I'm behaving as a mature adult. I am behaving as someone who is looking at this as just a game. This game, however, this inanimate object, is behaving very childlike. And I swear if this is a new era empire, I am going to piss and moan like an impotent jerk and take it up the tailpipe. Anybody get that reference? Give you a few seconds. Anybody? Liar, Liar. Fantastic movie. I think one of Jim Carrey's best, honestly. Had a nice bit of heart.
Hail, friend.
I mean, he's had some fun movies, but I think Liar, Liar was a movie that really had a good bit of heart in it, mixed in with the funny.
Speak, citizen.
Guess what? My power is not to be underestimated. Behold my power. Ping! You don't want to leave him alive. Because Hive Defender's going to come. Oh, boy, with the amulet thing. What is with the people today? I guess everybody's trying to heal. Everybody's got a great idea to heal. So I might go back on it. I might write this off and just go, screw it. I'm going to go some Orc aggro because I am getting very, very annoyed with this control heavy. We haven't had a single aggressive deck. Not at all today. This deck is for all those aggressive decks out there, and we haven't hit a single one. So I am a little bit miffed, not gonna lie.
Speak, citizen.
Not gonna lie. And it's okay to be miffed. It's not okay to do stupid things and bad things when you're miffed, but it is okay to be miffed. Behold my green touch Spriggan, which will not last another turn, but Rawr.
Oriel.
Are we gonna get a prophecy javelin before she can even do anything?
Succumb to me.
Okay, no, you're just gonna heal for a lot more. Okay. Okay.
You must be.
This is a new era deck, make no mistake. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh man. All these three, I mean, we're a 3-attribute deck. We're not drawing very much at all consistently. So, I'm not really sure.
Ita Oriel.
How they're managing to pull it off. And this is going to be another, yeah, we're switching our gears to aggro next turn. Or next game. Win or lose, we're going aggro. I'm done with these.
At the ready.
Just so cumbersome. So cumbersome. Alright, can I do anything with him? Like to beef him up. If I play him, then I play him. No, not really.
Preparations have been made.
I can do that, however. And we're just going to let him do that. Like I said, I'm making a mistake. This is a new era deck, and if he doesn't have it in hand already, I will be incredibly surprised. Immolating Blast will definitely not feel great. I forgot that actually didn't kill her, but it doesn't matter.
Should help.
All 3 Shadow Fens. Nicely done. See, you can't tell me this game is not telling me not to play. Like, really. It very much is. Let's see here. Like, I don't want to hit the board too heavy because, I mean, not that I really could, but, because I know they got New Era. I know they're sitting on it. Let's see. Just trying to think. If I put him down, he does get +1. Is there another way? Yeah, the bat can come down after we do.
You won't foil my plan.
That. But I'm guessing he has a 4th Shadowfen Priest. Because that's the way the game is going today. It's going to try to pull some shenanigans like that, thinking I'm not going to notice.
Drown in the river of battle. Mother of no.
See, and I don't think my opponent minds. I think they're totally okay with this game just being boring as heck. But I kind of do. And I'm just not. Screw it. You go ahead. Go ahead. Hit me in the face, buddy. I don't care.
Mother of
Like I said, I'm not going to flood the board because I know they have New Era in their hand. Let's see. Will this get her to... Yeah, it will. Screw you, guard. I'm done playing around with you.
a taste of Lord.
And there's a Leaf Water Blessing for old J Money. Alright. I'm just waiting for the Marak and the Mana Marco and all the fun shenanigans before I concede graciously. And see, here's the mess up thing. The way the game is going, it's not gonna it's not gonna matter if we play aggressive or not. We're just going to get this same nonsense the entire time. It really doesn't matter.
The 9 inspire us.
Stand and deliver.
seriously, the genuine like plan of this deck is to bore you to tears. That is their plan. That's the only plan they can have at this point. I will bore you to death so that you have to concede, otherwise you are just wasting your life.
The Bandit King.
I will keep Sothasil's people alive.
There we go. That's the stuff right there.
Friend.
Favorable trade.
Oriole.
Stand and deliver.
Okay, he's getting bored too.
If I fall, the hero.
Good to know.
Ita Oriole.
Your blood will spill.
Like, there's no point in playing out the rest of the board because, like I said, they've got a way to do stuff with it, or to, like I said, it's either to wipe or immolating black. Like, there's something that's going to punish me filling the board, and I don't have a win condition down there. It's not like I've got the Green Touch Sprigand or Ring of Namira. See, you're unpredictable. I don't know, y'all. I might. Like, I know I've said it before. Like, I'm not trying to be melodramatic. I mean, I guess we just have one more day this week, right?
Hold the line.
What have we here?
Because I'm like, I just have absolutely no desire to play this game anymore. Oh, there we go. Hey, a win condition. Woohoo. Let's see. I mean, it's going to die. So what's going to happen is I'm actually going to get this beefed up pretty good. And then it's going to get removed. And I'm going to concede. Or it's going to be New Era. Either way, concede. Well, I guess that's alright. That's alright then. There we go.
Speak.
Like I said, I don't think we're gonna win this one, but we did get our little Spriggan to go off and do some stuff. That was fun. But now I am bored. All right, so yeah, I mean, this is just obnoxious. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into old school warrior orc, and we'll finish out the day that way. At least those will be relatively painless. Where are you? Blood and Honor. Classic. Oops. But yeah, all I can say is, thank goodness, like, I probably won't. I usually play on Friday nights and either edit it Saturday morning or Sunday night so that it's ready for you on Monday. I'm probably not going to play this again till after tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow will get us to Friday. I probably won't play again until Sunday night, just because yeah, this has just been bone-on-bone annoyance and aggravation with zero fun whatsoever. The one win we had today we couldn't even enjoy because it was just kind of lazily given to us. Yeah. So hopefully you... I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing from what I've heard that
Hail, friend.
folks do enjoy just the games in general.
Welcome,
So
friend.
hopefully, even though I'm miserable, you're having a good time. Yeah.
Taste of my power.
Alright, well, now I know you got chargers. Do this. And Garnag comes down next turn. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, usually there's plenty of stuff to talk about, but it's like, oh my gosh, it just kind of screws with your head. You're like, I'm doing something I don't necessarily enjoy doing at the moment, but I can make it enjoy. Well, no, I don't know. Gosh darn it, it's such a mess. Such a mess in my mind right now. Like trying to grapple with stuff and whatever. You don't need to hear about that, but I can't do anything because my opponent's just looking at their cards, and apparently the theme today is opponents that have nothing better to do with their time. That is the theme for today. Regardless of whether you've got 5 cards in your hand and you're on turn 3, or whether we're at, turn 347, clearly people have nothing better to do. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so I'm not going to put you through this. We'll get back in. Okay, so we're back. It looks like the opponent was not roping intentionally. It was just... Okay, let's do this. Just in case Garnag eats it. Okay. Was not roping intentionally. They disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected like 3 or 4 times. So, and in the meantime, I just caught up with some chat. But now here we are. When we last left off, we had the 6-3 on the board. He is now 6-2. I didn't see how that happened. Wasn't really paying attention. But we played Garnag, and then we've got this big fella down here, this Bankarai Butcher. And we are I don't know if we're threatening lethal. We do have the Shield Breaker for a guard.
Citizen.
Ooh. That's 11.
No one gets through.
Really? Is Shield Breaker's 2, right? Yep. Come on, game? Really? We're gonna do this nonsense all over again? Jeez Louise.
There is strength in unity.
With the prophecies. I actually did it right that time. I was gonna put the Shield Breaker on him. We hit for 8. We're done. But no. All right. So that's 8, 9, 10. Don't have enough magicka for it.
I'll cripple you.
Oh, what am I doing? Let's do this.
Easy.
Right, I'm not missing.
Red skeever in the snow.
That would be 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we don't have it at the moment. All right, so we do have Shield Breaker. Doesn't matter, we don't have a card on the board. Okay.
Killing you will make an excellent story.
We must protect our stronghold.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
That's not a drain, and we've got ways to handle that. Okay. 3, 4. Are we seriously going to do this again, game? It looks that way.
I slay the unworthy.
Soldiers, form up!
Thank you.
Easy as hunting
Jeez
a red
Louise.
skeever in the snow.
What's a guy got to do to get a freaking win in this thing, huh? Oh, I don't care. Stop it. Stop wasting my time, game.
Awaits you.
Too late, I know, but golly dang. All right. So we got one. Woo. All right, I'm going to take a quick break for a second. Be right back. All right, and we're back. And as you can see, a gentleman named Svantu, I know that's not how to pronounce it exactly. Svantu, if you can give me a phonetic spelling or a phonetic pronunciation. I don't know if the F is a V or Svantu is the way. But anyway, Svantu is, I met him a few days ago, and he actually has made top 10, which is fantastic. It's crazy that I'm running into folks, you know, at this high level of play. So many of you that have, you know, that are regular legendaries or you know, rank 100 and lower, and then, you know, a top 10er here. So thank you very much. I don't know if Svantu, if you were watching, somebody was watching the past several games and probably watched me just getting demolished, and so said, hey, give this one a try. It should help you out. It looks like he mentioned that, you know, it's good for prophecies. It's a low percentage or low risk of not getting a prophecy. And I was like, hey, that doesn't matter to me. But anyway, you see the list there. We're going to go ahead and play this one because, as we saw, Orcs would probably get it done, but I want to actually do something other than just... yes. So it's very difficult. I mean, you've seen me do it. I can type when I'm in game, but it can be cumbersome. So let me just. But I will respond to Svantu, is asking if I have all the cards, and in fact I do. Probably because trying to come up with, you know, Joseph's in the top one. He's a 1%er. He's got every card. He's almost got a premium in every card, for crying out loud. So trying to get the decks that he has, I've had to spend a small fortune. But
Hail, friend.
I don't know if we're supposed to come out. Worst way of trying to communicate here. Oh, okay, so we are against aggro here. Well, let's block a little. Although I'm probably not supposed to block damage with this deck. I'm probably supposed to let him hit me in the face. It's not looking good for our hero, though. Let's see.
By Arcay's beard, stay back.
All right. Rift Thane doing Rift Thane things. Cradle Crush will be good. Could be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
Take you.
Thank you, Cradle Crush, for doing that thing you do to those little goblins. Although he paid for it. He did pay for it. So, what do you think? Is it a little reckless to Abner Tharn him? Nah, let's get him off the board.
Not be on the wrong side of history.
Bloop. So he's got a lot of curses in hand, but we do have a nice little board. Probably go Blood Red Dragon and Circle Initiate next turn. Sacral Initiate.
Ready to
I'll
join
teach
the
you to
circle.
disrespect authority.
Blood Dragon. And at least for the moment, we seem to have turned the tables on. Yep, I was kind of waiting for that. Okay.
Dumak, take you.
I don't think, because this gives 2, that gives 2, that's 4.
By our service, we honor Kai.
I don't think we got it, y'all. Alright, so we're not going to do that then. Oh, man.
I'll teach
Screw it.
you to disrespect
Don't
authority.
care.
We'll hold, no matter.
I might have tossed the game, but we do have a little bit of reach in hand. If anything sticks on the board, we should be alright, but something has to stick. Not worried about that. Not worried about that. Should I be worried? No.
The battle is yours.
Cool. Alright. So, didn't hit his prophecy, but well, we only broke 2 runes, so, you know, despite the odds being small, we did manage to avoid getting 2 of our prophecies, but we did pull off the win against aggro Garbos. Gabos. All right, so not too bad. Yeah, I told him. He said it can be very rough if you don't get prophecies because it's a prophecy heavy deck. It's not a. I wouldn't play. Like, I don't want to never say never, but I personally, I don't think there's a lot of creativity in, like, pure prophecy decks. You know, you see these BM decks where it's just literally every card, except for in that one opponent we had where they had literally, like, 3 cards apparently in their entire deck that weren't prophecy, and they happened to have them all in their last turn. I don't like playing just pure prophecy because I think it's lazy. For me, personally, it's lazy board. It's like, hey, hit me in the face, and I'll be able to put cards on the board. And take advantage of a mechanic that, you know, it isn't really there to.
I am ready to join the circle.
That's not what it's there for. Like it punishes you heavily if you don't draw into the prophecies. If you do draw into the prophecies, well then
Protect the harbinger.
you're good to go.
What did you expect? Friendly greeting.
But luckily, this is not a. This just has a lot of prophecies, but not.
Just
is not
give me a
prophecy heavy.
name.
All right, so here's the thing. Nope, never mind. There is no thing.
Careful there, friend.
Ooh.
For Balinwood, protect the harbinger.
All right, so next turn, Reeve comes down, is going to do some fun Reevey things.
I will have your head.
Okay, my opponent gets a prophecy. Probably a lightning bolt to take out my 4/3 that I just did. No, even worse, arguably.
Let me kill for you.
We do have a javelin for this, but boy oh boy, that's good times.
Well, let's
Ward
see if we can
grab- oh,
find
no,
something
okay.
useful.
So it's going to take out a Reeve. Fantastic. Let's see. Screw it. You know what?
Blood will spill.
We're not gonna worry about going max damage at the moment. We're gonna try to keep that reach
We'll hold, no matter what.
in play.
The line.
All right, discerning thief.
Let's put
Not sure exactly what she's taken there. I guess she does. She's discerning.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
What? Is this a mirror match? What? Oof. The way my prophecies are going, I don't really trust. Okay. Like, I'm just a little bit, let's see.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Like, I mean, Fate Weaver would be my whole turn, and I guarantee you I'm not going to get a prophecy off of her. Just the way the game is going, not going to happen.
Let's put these to use.
But we have 2 more runes to break against a very, very, very prophecy-heavy opponent. So, yay.
We see you waking and sleeping.
Alright, Monastic.
Through peace, ferocity.
Thief down as well.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
I don't think there's a prophecy that...
Care to make a friendly wait?
Oh, good. A piercing javelin target.
One strike will be all that is needed. Too slow.
Prophecy for my opponent there. Oh no, maybe not. Let's get rid of one of her. And get rid of that. Okay. Might be able to close this out. They've got no prophecies left, but as we've seen, they do have a way of shifting and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to get removals on the board. You know, like that. Was that just a vanilla sword?
Khajiit will enjoy feasting on your
And a move. What did I say? What did I say? Shifty. Just enough.
Slow.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. Yeah, get rid of you, I guess.
Ha'ir! I'll fight to my last breath.
So now you can shift and do all the stuff you want. Just don't remove Lyris. Okay, they can shackle her. That's not going to do anything. They can't, unless they have 2 lightning bolts.
Must keep moving.
It's not going to help you, buddy.
Zen provides.
And Lyris does her job. I kind of wish they'd been able to drain for more, but shoink. Because I wanted him to put it out of range so that it was like, oh, Lyris had to make a comeback there. But happy to see her actually getting some play time or some efficacy there. All right, so it's going pretty well so far. Obviously, I don't think did they break a rune? I don't think they did. So thank you. I don't know how to say your name. And you can give me, hey, my nickname is this, or hey, if you want to call me this, then I can, anytime we have an interaction or I'm referencing you, I can do it. Like I do with Joseph. He has a different name that is longer and more difficult to try to pronounce and spell out. But I know him as Joseph in the comments. So S, I'll call you S for right now. If you have the way that I can pronounce your name, let me know. I kind of want to keep him just because I never really get to play him, but we don't have the ring, and yeah. And I do feel a little bad. So I did promise, who was it? Did I say hail friend already? I don't think I did.
Hail, friend.
I did come across a...
Welcome, friend.
My poor
and I can't remember your name. I do apologize, but he said, hey, do you ever run supports like Orb of Namira or Orb of Vermina and Orsinium Forge, and what would you do if you couldn't draw the exact answer you needed every time? I don't know. It'd be weird. I mean, do I really try to keep her alive? I have a feeling this is going to end poorly. There's no way this trade happens. A lethal ping or something, but a simple exchange as such as this cannot happen. There you go. Okay, actually that's fine. You know what? I do appreciate the card draw, but I was really counting on her just being able to go face and... Oh, and I can do, yes, I can do both. Excellent, 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 excellent. Wahoo!
Ready to join the circle.
Of course, we hit a prophecy because that is what happens when you break a rune. It's a rule now. It's not even a possibility. It's just a rule. We are going to hit a prophecy. Well, I guess I can't say that every single time, but every game, at least 2 prophecies. At least 2. I think our average right now is much higher than that.
The hist heals and rejuvenates.
I don't like the way this is matching up. I mean, I don't like the lack of value here.
I fight with the fervor of the wild
It's really not
hunt.
great, but I don't want them going crazy with the Magicka right now. They're still going to get a trade, which sucks. Belly G comes down next turn to punt away whatever crazy nonsense they put down. And if he sticks, Abner Tharn can do the same thing to another creature, which will be nice. Nice, nice, nice. But that's a bunch of ifs. Why are you still playing? I don't understand. Okay. And so, of course, Belly G is not...
No man can deny his destiny.
Oh, that does need to go. Alright, so yeah, we'll
The day is mine.
do a little bit of this. And we'll do a little bit of that. I don't want to play him in the field lane because Vipers and all kinds of crazy stuff, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And luckily we have no actions. Sad little Grummite. So sad, so sad.
I will not be on the wrong
Then you can do it again, but guess what? I still don't have any actions. Oh no! No! You! Golly, and I didn't even... Oh, come on, game! I mean, that was my fault. That was my fault. Can't blame the game for that. I did not apply that correctly. That was a mistake, but I'm just not going to say it was a mistake because that's just too sad. Too sad. Alright. What did he turn into? I don't even remember what I had, so I don't really care, I guess, but...
Protect the Harbinger.
I'll teach you to disrespect.
Let's do this.
We'll hold, no matter what.
This. This. Alright. Yeah. I mean, but I think the game should know that, like, of course I'm trying to punt the guard that is in my way out of the way, trigger my what is she again, an aspirant or something? Initiate, and hit him in the face for, what are that, 12? Oh no, well that would have been him, so it's 7, 11? Oh, Lyris, that's who we got.
With our Lord.
Oh, for crying out loud. Squish. And see, now I never want to play the Seducer again because I hate her freaking guts. I've gotten hit in the face by her too many times. I'm just very, very tired of her. Very,
Protect the Harbinger.
very tired.
Protect the Harbinger. Protect the Harbinger.
And I can't play both, so
So, it has been
yay.
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
Alright. Let me guess, you got another one. Because that's just how today is going.
friendly greeting.
Did they steal that, or are they legitimately running? I don't know. I don't even know at this point. Don't really care at this point. Tired of trying to figure it out. Can I get a prophecy here?
The stars.
No, of course not. Of course not. We are not going to get a prophecy where we need one. That would be silly.
And I shall cure it.
Still, it's a fun deck though. I'm enjoying the deck as much as I can enjoy the game at this particular moment. So I'm tilted. I'm definitely tilted. Can't really call it salty because I don't know that I mean, I guess I am, but I feel like salty is like I don't know. Maybe it is salt. It feels more tilted than salt. Like I've gotten salty earlier, but I think earlier the salt was I was losing a lot and infrequently and everything, so I was getting salty. It's not losing. It's when you play a game that you legitimately feel like you're not allowed to be playing, that you're not going to be able to do anything with, and it's just so frustrating. Like all the answers, all the time. Are you freaking kidding me? So she gives +2. That's 7. I don't need. That'd be overkill. Well, you know what? We can do both, right? Yeah, let's get some cards on them. Well, that's our reach, though. But so is the steel sword.
By our service, we honor time.
I don't know what else to do at this point.
We'll see how they like.
I mean, they are. The good news is they are kind of running. Not really. They're not really running out of cards. They're not running out of cards. Yeah, so this is not a reflection on the deck, like my attitude or my mood. As you know, I've been pretty much tilted almost since the first game.
No man can deny his destiny.
You
Ooh,
can't escape.
and Kano, I appreciate you, brother. Is that the best use of Encano, though? Yeah.
I have many important
Gotta do
things
something.
on my mind.
As long as I draw breath.
Face me, worthless skeever.
If I fall,
Alright, so I think... Alright, yeah. This will be the last game for today. Win or lose, it's not about the loss. It's about... just being done. So we might not have a game tomorrow because I guarantee he's going to trigger him again because he knows. Three Grummites, huh? Yeah, because I need the game to get its crap together.
I have you now.
Did I just miss lethal somehow?
As long as I draw breath.
We'll see about this.
Rocco watches over me.
Yeah, but clearly the game needs to reset, or I just need to, because it didn't matter changing up.
Should help.
Yeah, I'll probably, it can change. I'm certainly not going to hold myself to it, but at this particular moment, I don't want to touch this game for another 6 months. Like, I just, absolute loathing and disgust for this game right now.
We draw power from their blood.
Because if I can't do anything about him, we're screwed.
The Night Mother will die.
But this is a prophecy deck, so in theory, if they want to start getting stuff, they're going to need to hit me in the face. Come on, Fate Weaver. There we go. Alright. So I apologize that my attitude has absolutely been horrible this time. I really do. I am sorry. Because you deserve better than this. You really do. You don't need a guy who's going to get on here and bitch and moan. But I can't. I really have to act. Like, I've had to do that before. I've gone into a situation where I legitimately have to go, I don't want to be here. I don't like the situation. And I literally think of it as a role that I need to play. And so I'll play it. I will act as if, oh yeah, no, I'm absolutely happy. No, it's great to meet you. I'm happy to be here. This is I've actually been looking to this all week. I've been looking forward to this all week. I kid you not. It's really great. We'll transition to here. I mean, this has just been a heck of a time, right? I mean, we've had our ups and our downs, but I mean, really the games have been on the whole pretty enjoyable. And it's been a really good time. And I've just, the nuances of the game and the subtleties of it and just kind of all the various ways that you can make different things work, that's kind of been really the theme that I've pulled out of this today. See, now I laid it on extra thick. I was over exaggerating a little bit, but I can do it if I focus. But that takes energy. That's a performance oriented thing. I am forcing emotions and facial expressions to conform to something that I know that is completely antithetical to the way I am in general. I can do that. It's easy on stage. On stage, it was like, it didn't matter what else was going on, because once you stepped on the stage, you got that energy, you felt the energy from the audience, you could step out and there was nothing else. It was, you were in that moment, and it was that character making you were in it. You were in a different world. Film is a little bit harder because even when you're in that world, the camera's right there. You've got all this, like the world, like with a stage, even though it is a stage, like you do have your props and your other things, and the characters are all there. Sometimes when you're acting, you're not even talking to the character. They're not even in the same room because they had to shoot at a different time, or it's a green screen. So film is a little bit harder to really feel like, okay, I'm in this space, because there's so much stuff you have to block out, but it is possible. But when I'm sitting here and I'm just trying to talk and have an exchange and play the game, when it's just punching you in the face over and over and over again, just like a rude person, a very rude person, just punch you in the face over and over, you just go, okay, well, that was new, it was on the other, okay, we're back to that, okay, we're back to that, and it just wears really, really thin, and I guess I was not prepared, I should say, to plaster a happy face and go, everything is awesome, because it clearly wasn't. And I'm feeling a little bit revived, I think, now that I've unplugged from it. So I will do this. I will say this. If I can come at this tomorrow with a good attitude, where the transgressions and the grind and the grit and the frustration of today is legitimately gone, and I can just, even if I can't win, like I said, it's not about losing, it's just feeling like you can't play. You're not allowed to play. You play a card, I've got an answer for that card. All the time, I've got an answer for your card. So, and I beat that to death. So you won't have to hear me say that again. Because you have to do some introspection at times like this. When you feel yourself getting into that anger thing, like I said, anger, not a problem. We're allowed to feel anger. Anger inspires a lot of us to do a lot of things, not hot-headed anger, but there are many situations where you would not take a course of action, a proactive course of action, if the anger didn't push you there. And I'm not saying fly off the handle or act out of that emotion, but it makes you think about things a different way. It makes you go, you know what? No, I've had it up to here. I'm done with whatever it is. And you can do something that, in theory, when you cool down, you'll be like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm glad I did that, but I can't believe I did that because I never would have done that otherwise. So it's not a catch-all. I'm not saying, hey, we should all go out and get angry and do stuff, but anger can create those moments. So there's nothing inherently wrong with anger. It's when you do bad things in your anger that you cause problems. And a lot of it doesn't take very long for that anger, which feels so powerful and amazing, to dissipate. And then you're left with, I was a monster. I was a jerk. And then you got to apologize. And I'm telling you what, the apology, a genuine apology, takes all the luster and all the amazingness out of whatever you did that you felt so powerful and so awesome when you were angry. It's like, I'm gonna get in his face and I'm gonna yell and scream, and yeah, I feel so powerful now, and it's inflated me, and I'm got this thing, and oh, now he's backing down. Yeah, it feels good. I gotta apologize the next day. All of that, you're just like, oh, was not worth it. Was not worth it. So I don't think I've done anything here that I genuinely regret in a vacuum, but knowing that you all watch that. So either I don't post this video, which I think is just disingenuous. Look, I'm a human being. I'm not trying to justify my actions. I'm just saying, like, this is what I have to give you, is for better, for worse, whether it's because, oh, the game's not going my way, or however you perceive it, or whatever the reality is, the fact is, yesterday and today, not a lot of sprightly conversation, not a lot of, whatever. As I said, this climb was about fun. Like, I'm not even worried. I don't even know where I am on the ladder thing here right now. I don't even know where I am, and I could not care less. Notice how I said that. Could not care less, not could care less. Because could care less means I care this much, I could care less. No, could not care less. It's not about the climb. It's not about the wins. It's about the feeling like you can engage with the game, and I have not been able to touch that. We got a little bit with the last one, but I'm just kind of like choking on prophecies right now, and not my own. Like we had a nice way to bookend it. We had a nice way to do it. We were able to pull that off. She triggered a prophecy. It was the exact one we needed to finish out the game. It felt pretty good, not gonna lie, which is probably at least a small part of why I'm just not like, foaming at the mouth right now. But like the amount of prophecies that we trigger on average, I would say, probably, now my numbers might be a little bit off, but I feel like we've probably triggered an average of 2 prophecies a game. In theory, against decks that aren't heavy with them. But I will say, hey, the one we lost to, where we lost to that lightning bolt prophecy, the guy was playing the lurking crocodile, the 3/2 prophecy. So at least he was I'm going to put prophecies in the deck for the sake of prophecies. So even though I would have loved for him to get the alligator, the crocodile prophecy, wouldn't have cared about that. Wouldn't have cared about. Was he even playing? No, he was yellow. He was blue and green. So he wouldn't have had the initiate. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least, okay, this person has overloaded their deck with prophecies, or heavily loaded it with it. Maybe not overloaded. I mean, because we had a lot too, but you notice we didn't hit them all the time either. 2 Fate Weavers and 4 Broken Runes, no prophecies, but we did get one on the last one, so that was cool. But anyway, I've talked for way too much without any gameplay. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you have, if not, I don't have to worry about it because you won't hear any of this. But for those of you who have, thank you so much. And regardless, I appreciate you watching, appreciate you sticking with me through this. At this point, I'm just not sure where the growth is. other than, okay, learning from my mistakes. But I'm like, when it's like, what am I frustrated at? And what can I change about myself to, if I say, no, you know what, I'm not enjoying playing right now, but I want to keep playing because I want you all to have something to watch. And let me know too, if you've watched this far, you can let me know, hey, when you kind of get down in the mouth, or when you get whatever the reason, whether it's justified, whether the game is screwing you, or whether it's not justified at all, when you do that, I don't really enjoy watching the game. Like, I'll turn the video off when you kind of start going like that, because it's just not enjoyable for me to watch that. You can let me know. And if that's the case, then I need to factor that in. And whether it means there's a day or two where I don't post a video because I tried and I just got really angry and I'm like, well, they don't enjoy that. Or really, maybe I do. Maybe I say, you know what, Jess, this is a performance. Because I can do that too. I never looked at this as a performance, really. I looked at it just talking to friends that were, if we were just all hanging out and I was playing a game, this would be kind of what it is. If and when I can ever get, a computer to be able to do streaming and stuff, we could do that, because I see 3 or 4 of you are usually on when I'm playing this, so in theory we would have at least 4 people. Obviously you'd be playing your game, but I could play mine and we can have a conversation back and forth, but I would need a better setup than this. Right now I'm not set up at all for streaming. I haven't done it yet, so but that's probably off down the road. That's a much bigger commitment or ambition. But the bottom line is, I looked at it like that, where I'm just having a conversation. But if it behooves the quality of what you're watching for me to look at it more as a performance and not be fake, but just to keep it from dipping below like frustration, because there's a rule in theater that the audience doesn't want to. The audience wants to see emotion. They want to see real emotion. They don't want to get the sensation or get the feeling by watching a performance that you have lost control of yourself as an actor. Like if you break down and start crying, that's fine, that's good. But if they start to feel like you can't stop yourself, like you no longer, like you're trying to say your lines, but they're coming out all muddled and everything. In other words, that a thinking actor, an actor with a presence of mind, is not going to let any kind of emotion interfere with their diction, their articulation, their ability to communicate the words, because it's very important that they say those. If an actor is just broken down into sobs because maybe in their personal life something tragic has happened and now they're crying legitimately, the audience starts to kind of shift and go, wait, what's going on? Like the illusion's kind of not there. Like something has gone horribly wrong. Even if the actor is holding on to it, if it has the appearance or the sense that they have lost that they've kind of broken their own fourth wall to some degree, it makes the audience a little bit nervous. So I never want to get, to that point. It should never be where you're just going, oh my gosh, this guy's just completely lost his mind. But I think my maximum anger has gone down on this game. Like I think 2 months ago or a month ago, today I would have thrown jelly beans at the camera or something. I don't know. I would have punched Tessel in the face. Somehow I would have figured out a way to punch it in the face. But I'm not there. The worst I get is I don't care. Like I'm just done, because it's not fighting for that climb. It's like, look, if I can't climb today, I can't climb today. That's fine. That's okay. I just want to enjoy not doing it. Like Denise, I need to be able to be like Denise. I need to be able to laugh at a bunch of stuff. I didn't laugh at anything. Well, I did. I laughed at the irony of some things, but need to be able to. I don't find the mirth enough in it, and maybe I should examine it more and go, look, no, if you're winning, you don't care. But but we've won, and I haven't enjoyed it. So I don't know. Anyway, I beat around the bush, beat the bush to death, pulled the bush up, and ripped all the leaves off and throw it in the trash. And now I'm abusing the metaphor. So anyway, I will talk to you later.